adventures. Where we last left off, our dear crew ventured onto the island of Kenshima in hopes of recovering new allies, new crew members, warriors ready for a fight. Unfortunately, the inhabitants of the island were not particularly welcoming, but with some discussion, an agreement was formed. If the crew can discover the mysterious and problematic goings-on the island, perhaps the master of the dojo will put in a good word for them and allow them to take anyone who is willing and chooses to go. On their investigation, Alarias and Vaela peeled off from the rest of the group, searching the hut on the beach where the worst case of whatever these attacks are had occurred. And found Zorro, their previous allies, home, and they also, through arcane means, saw a vision of Zorro's birth in blood and fury. Demonic patterns found in the diary belonging to Zorro's mother. It seems there was not just one sigil, but 3. Unsure entirely what to do next, they decided they wanted to bring their findings to the others. That is exactly where we left off. So I skip now to the others while they're making these incredible finds. Tim, Elizora, Umbra, and technically Temrin were all left in the dojo. What would you all like to do?
I've got my hawk on a reconnaissance. How's that progressing?
Roll a perception check for me. I believe the hawk has advantage.
Indeed it does. Nat 20! First roll, and that's a good roll.
Everything seems quite normal. You do notice, or the hawk does notice. Actually, this is a good question. Are you looking through the hawk's eyes during this reconnaissance, or are they just communicating to you? Right, okay.
Send on a reconnaissance. The other woman will know what, with the same disposition as her with the no eye thing, is spotted. Elizora send the hawk around.
Mm-hmm.
So no, Elizora's not looking through the hawk.
As your hawk is looking around, as they peek around the island, you realise just how small this island is. Your hawk very comfortably goes around the circumference. The hawk notices there's a cave entrance on the eastern side of the island. I will say, with that nat 20, mentions something to you about the base of the tree. Now, the hawk's not going to have the language quite explain, so it'll probably say something's wrong with the base of the tree.
Wrong how?
Just unnatural. Something doesn't look right.
Doesn't look like tree. Tree don't look like tree. Great.
And the other thing you'll notice is that the old man you saw in the tea room is currently walking towards where the beach is with the hut. And you'll also see Alarias and Vaela outside the hut discussing something, seemingly holding a book.
Cool. Turns to the other magically inclined woman. She's still here, right? The tea lady.
Inara, she did follow you up. She left the tea house in the hands of her daughter, and yeah, she she followed you up.
Hey, how long that tree been a tree?
Just looks at you very confused for a moment. It's always been a tree.
Well, some of it's not a tree anymore.
You're not making much sense. I understand many things. I see many things I think you've gathered. And it's a tree.
I beg to differ. Well, most of it is tree, but some of it is not tree.
Okay. This matters.
And I think that's bad. Tree is not good.
What was your name again?
Elizora.
Elizora? Are there any trees where you come from?
Yes, plenty.
Does some of them grow on like rocks and different soil and that kind of thing? Trees connected, but they don't always have to be just in dirt. Sometimes they're on rocks. I know our tree is a combination.
How dumb do you think I am? I know what a tree is.
I mean, you're currently telling me that a tree is not just a tree, and that's a problem.
I'm telling you, not all of it is tree, and that's not good. Come on, let's go look. Come on.
All right. Zushi, I'm just going with one of the. Don't worry. Do what you must. She nods, kind of gives a somewhat bow, and carries on. So, Umbra and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Temrin's also there, but what are you guys doing at the dojo? Temrin's currently looking through all the books.
You first.
I think Umbra will just be keeping an eye out for any possible recruits for the ship. I know he was told not to, but he's going to look anyway.
Look, but don't touch. That's all that matters.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Umbra, roll me a perception check.
Okay. I got a 19.
19. So, generally at the moment, most people are, like, it is kind of the evening. No, sorry. No, it's not. It's mid-morning. It's raining and it's stormy, but the dojo's not really got any students in it specifically at the moment. But when you're sort of peering out and looking around, there are people doing their training outside, doing their exercises, practicing their kata, and you do see 6 particularly good specimens.
Ooh. I'm going to start like sliding over.
Good sort of muscle tissue, natural athleticism, reasonably good fitness and health. And at the moment it's raining, and they are just practicing their moves in the rain, getting completely soaked, so their constitution must be decent.
Excellent. I'm just gonna say, I have some business I must attend to. I'm just gonna start sliding away towards the people training.
Where is he going? Sushi, the dojo master, asks you, Tim.
This is his way. He'll be back when he's ready.
Right. And how do you like the Great Club? What did I give you? I can't remember now.
Is it called a kabuto, I think?
Kabuto. How do you like the Kabuto?
Very much. It suits me well.
It was favorite amongst one of our students long ago. He I think he left the island.
What did he look like?
He was much like me, a bit bigger. He was not a friendly sort. Still missing one of his tusks.
Very well. Tim wants to find Zoro's kin, if they still exist.
Zoro didn't have any family, but he was quite sweet on the girl who works in the tea house. You could talk to her.
Thank you kindly.
He and I, we weren't quite friends back in the day. I don't know what you would call it.
But
There
he was
a-
so charming.
I suppose our young blood gave us a competitive nature.
I see. What's the name of the girl?
Zanari. She works in the tea house. You probably already saw her, but
I think
sure
we
she'll
did.
be happy to do any questions, answer anything.
Yep, that's my next thing.
Good luck. He just turns back looking at Temrin going through the books, and you can hear her. Right.
I gave him a thumbs up, but you couldn't see it.
Cool. So, Elizora, you and Inara are going to the treehouse. I say treehouse. The tree. I
Reveal
do
the
wish-
plans. Oh no.
I kind of like the idea it was a treehouse, though. We're just going to say there's a really nice little birdhouse in there. It's just a really pretty one.
It was a treehouse for Druid.
Yeah. Do you always survey natural occurrences as part of your investigations? Seems like a strange start to me.
Well, part of my digs or my responsibilities on our ship is to keep watch. And my familiar is a tried and trusted, reliable approach. So it makes sense to just give every place a once over. Make sure there's nothing out of untoward. Make sure there's no like fleet presence or anything that would otherwise shock or dismay us into wanting to leave quick.
Yes, I noticed your hawk. Does it always come with you? Do you ever leave it at home?
Why would I leave it at home? It's the best.
Well, some people like some privacy. You could go over someone's garden. Someone could be in their window, getting dressed. It's not very polite.
Safety comes as a priority, and I'm not so uncouth that I would peer and perv on other people. It's made for safety.
Elizora, we have just met. I have absolutely no idea how couth you are.
Well, I am very much the variety. Thank you very much.
I will respect that.
Right, this tree. See, it's not all it should be.
As you're looking at the tree, Elizora, it just looks like a tree.
But I know what my hawks are, and where it was looking when it said it was bad.
Yes, you do. So you go to the side of the tree that your hawk said didn't look right. It just looks like a tree.
Nah, looks is deceiving. Let's go poke the tree. Gets a staff. Give it a little poke. Let's see how much blowback this gets.
So as you start tapping the tree,
It taps back. Oh no.
no, as you start tapping the tree, you're sort of wood, rock, but you're still hitting tree visually. More rock, and then as you go down, as you start tapping, like you're trying to make your way around, and you're doing it through echolocation. You're just tapping your way around until eventually you find a hole about the length and depth of an arm. I feel like there's something in there, but you can't grasp it with your staff.
See, this tree is not tree. See,
That is strange. How can I not see that?
now I expect an apology from your Condescension earlier.
Nothing gets past these eyes. But I can't see that.
Maybe you need a new deal and new eyes.
I don't know what you're referring to.
We both got the same thing. I know exactly what you're referring to, and you know exactly what I'm referring to.
Okay, fine. Maybe I do know what you're referring to. I was desperate.
Well, I'm not
Did what I
going to
had
judge you.
Well, I expect not. You made the same deal, I
Precisely.
imagine. Which one? You can tell me which
Joanne's.
one. Sorry, say that again?
Joanne's.
Nice.
And yours?
Oh, I didn't say I was going to tell you.
Hey now, don't get all squirrely with me.
Don't hate the player. She's kind of feeling around where this entrance is. I feel like you have to stick your arm in there, but I really don't want to.
Well, I found it. You get to stick your arm in. It's your island.
Roll persuasion.
22.
I mean, I can't entirely argue. Plus, I should have seen this before. Tell you what, make you a deal. I noticed your friend Temerin, his hands don't quite match the rest of his body. I'm assuming someone knows how to regrow limbs.
I wouldn't say regrow was the right words. But if
Look,
you lose one, then we can certainly make an arrangement.
we have an accord. Sticks her arm in and starts trying to grab something. Squeals out in pain, screaming, and then she just takes her hand out and says she's absolutely fine. I don't know really what's in there, but I don't. It's like a handle or something, but it doesn't come out.
You didn't
Just-
pull?
I did pull. It's jammed.
Good. That'd be too easy.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Can you like get rid of whatever this illusion is so I can see what it is?
I can.
I thought you were magic.
I'm magic, but I'm
You
not.
have a
that kind.
familiar.
Since when? How did you get these eyes and become a wizard? I'll come up with a deal. Deals don't come with wizards. Deals come with like pow, blasted blast and stuff.
So you cast spells.
Yeah, I can't cast all spells. What about you?
You-
You can see.
you
You can
cast
see
spells.
things. You can see things. You can't see that. You're bullshitting yourself as well.
Okay. Fuck you. Okay. Fuck you.
Fuck me. Fuck you too. Why don't you have the magic to do this?
My deal was mainly for my life, and I was given a special sight for some other reasons.
Sounds like you got shortchanged. I got my life and I got powers.
Yeah, but you're doing the dirty, aren't you? Like you're serving them constantly, right? Like I managed to get
No.
out of that a while ago.
I do my own thing, really. Right, let's go get Temerin might better help with this. You stay there, I'll go get Temerin.
All right, I'll keep watch.
And I'll let the Mahawk say to keep an eye on her. So that she doesn't like unlock it and that while I'm away.
Okay.
Or if she does, then the Hawk's looking.
Cool. I'm gonna skip back to Umbra.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just kind of like slide up inconspicuously up to these guys. And are they talking or doing anything, or are they just focusing on their training?
They're just focusing on their training. So as they're doing their training, I want everyone to picture this scene. They're doing their training. They're in their formation. They're on this like flat pitch of land for the moment, decked up on some sides to keep it completely flat. They're all doing that, and then a flash of lightning happens in the distance, and then after that, a second flash of lightning. With the second flash, Umbra is standing there, out of nowhere, just staring at all of them, one of them flinches, but then continues with what they're doing.
And I kind of like, I'll just kind of go closer. Or you can almost imagine he's almost like wrapped around him, and he's just like, yes, yes, very nice. So we were told not to recruit anyone, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just have to be.
Do you mind? I need space.
You're a fine specimen.
Thank you. Now leave.
You're too good for this island. Don't you think? Someone like you must
Look,
yearn for adventure.
masked
Chance to
man,
prove yourself.
whoever you are, can you back up? I am in the middle of my training exercises. Back up.
Okay. I'll just back up.
I don't
very
want to
slightly.
hurt you by accident.
I'll back up slightly more.
Just another foot.
Do any of you have dreams beyond this paltry place?
There's one. Okay, so all of them are just doing their things. There's one in the corner, slight red tinge to his hair, and he turns over to you and he just says, "Look, bud, we've been told not to talk to you, so fuck off."
How disappointing. Could you?
When the sensei says it's okay, we can talk.
And if the sensei was to appear to you now and say it was okay.
Well, that'd be fine, but I'd be pretty mysterious on how he arrived so quickly, being that he's all the way up at the dojo.
Well, yes. Well, good day to you, sir. Perhaps our paths shall cross again. Go slide off round the
Fingers
corner.
crossed, we're man.
And
See you in the future, maybe.
Strongly debating this guy appearing as the sensei.
Isn't it like open plan though? They can see Zushi, right?
So Zushi, they know Zushi's in the dojo, right? They can see the dojo from here.
Like if you appear around the corner as Zushi, like there's no like they won't fall for that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna go find an apothecary type place, and I'll keep an eye out for any promising recruits.
Okay, so I will say, Umbra, you can kind of find that they have like a medicinal place. They say it's mainly done with like foods or tea, that kind of thing, pastes sometimes, but generally there is a medicinal place that you could go visit.
Okay.
I'm gonna quickly go to Tim.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive at the tea house. Inari is currently doing a lot of teas, and finally, she sets one out, and you can just see her shoulders go from really, really tight to relaxed. She sits back. Everyone in the tea house has tea. The minute she sees you come in, she's like, oh, quickly starts like making another pot.
I think Tim will let her. I'll wait to be served.
Okay, do you sit in the corner? Do you try to sit like kind of right where sort of she is making the tea? Kind of like
Yes.
a bar or
Yeah.
yeah, you
Sit at the
there.
bar.
Okay, so she comes over and says, "Greetings. I see you've come with your small party. Here is some tea. Is there anything else you would like?"
Yes, I'm here on an errand. And I'll produce Zora's wanted poster.
Zora?
Yes.
He's alive?
Well, probably. I'm afraid I bring grave tidings.
Oh. Really?
He served with my crew.
He did?
Yes.
Did he face the greatest swordsman? Did he?
Not that I know of.
Right. I don't
This might
feel
not
like you
be easy
him
to
very
hear.
well.
He betrayed us.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Um, did did you deserve it?
I certainly didn't.
Right, of course. Um, how did he betray you?
He defected to the fleet.
Correct. It was unclear whether he was mind controlled the whole time, right? But there was some sort of mind control maybe aspect going on. But he was a
A bad
He's like
egg, that's for sure.
Are you saying that to her, or are you saying that OC?
He's
the
like a
Tim
white lizard
voice.
person as well now.
That's in character. Is he?
Did he become like a half lizard or something, or slightly
No.
lizard?
No, he had his eyes went funny.
Oh, I'm imagining him as like a
we've
reptile
heard
lizard.
we've heard some rumors about a green head lizard man. No, in character is just that he betrayed us. We're not really sure why. It might have been mind control.
That doesn't sound like Zorro. He's very kind. He doesn't show it very well, but he is truly very kind. I know his
And I don't think
dream-
he was just drunk either.
Yes, that is a minor problem with Zorro. He does tend to have a drinking problem, but most of the time here we served him tea, so it wasn't overly an issue. Sorry. So can we go back to the beginning? So you knew Zorro, but he betrayed you,
Yes,
and he may or may not be alive.
he's
Probably alive.
working for the fleet.
And the fleet are bad.
Ooh. Yes, for you,
Are
the
they?
most.
Sorry, it's just we don't get much world news here. I guess I'm a little bit behind. So the fleet are bad, and Zorro's defected to the fleet. That's your perspective, right?
Yes, I was hoping you might be able to shed some light
On events that I wasn't present at.
on Zorro's true nature.
Well, he was kind, furiously devoted, and nothing would stand in the way of his dream. He did daydream from time to time. I assume that's what he was doing. And he did train an awful lot more than anyone else. It's quite impressive, really.
Yes, he was skilled. Perhaps
was incredible.
blackmail then.
Blackmail? You think he was blackmailed?
Seems logical, no?
I guess I can't see him betraying anyone without a good reason. Not on purpose. I know he was very lonely as a child. His mother died, and he kind of lived on his own for a very long time. The training with all of us essentially was all he could do to be involved with other people.
How did
He-
she die?
Childbirth, I think. I was too young. I don't know.
And he raised himself then? Who's...
He raised himself. The sensei at the time took it upon himself to help Zushi's father, I believe.
The sensei no longer, has he passed also?
Zushi's father was the sensei before Zushi, and Zushi and Zorro had a slight rivalry.
I heard.
They fought on countless occasions. Much to Zorro's discontent, Zushi beat him quite a lot. But Zorro would not be deterred. He would be the greatest swordsman. That was his dream. He would impress everyone.
He was
just
pretty
wanted to-
good.
He just wanted some recognition.
Is Zushi's father still around?
Well, he retired, and I'm pretty confident he died. I'm sure there was Yes, now I remember. I was young, but there was a funeral. I think he died not long. He died in the raid that Zorro left. It wasn't long ago.
Tell me more about this raid.
Pirates. They came here shouting about some thing we were hiding. It's happened before, it'll happen again. We fight them off. They go home empty-handed, looking for something that doesn't even exist. And then we have losses, they have losses. Sometimes we lose members to the crew, sometimes they lose crew to us. My mother, she once, a long time ago, she was a pirate. But she chose this way, rather than that way.
Where is she now?
I think she went with your friends, didn't she? She's
Did
with...
she?
Yes, yeah, she went with...
She's at the
she
tree.
She was at the tree, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry that he betrayed you, but I hope that maybe you can find it in your heart to forgive him one day. I'm sure he would have had his reasons.
Perhaps one day we will free him from the spell that he is under. Let's put it that way, shall we?
Okay?
And maybe he will return to you.
There's a smile and she kind of looks down. She starts twiddling with a ribbon on her dress, a green ribbon.
Why would he leave in the first place if he was so devoted? Just to seek strength.
He knew he couldn't live out his dream living here. There was a legend about the founder of our island being the greatest swordsman the world had ever known, and one or two pirate ships long ago had told tales of a swordsman that was more impressive than anyone else, and Zorro's vow to be the greatest swordsman meant he had to beat them. And I don't know. I believe he assumed, probably correctly, that if such a person existed, they would not come here, so he would go to them.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
Not at all. And sorry, what was your name again?
Tim.
I'm Inari. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope if he is still your friend, you could tell him that we miss him here, and that he is worthy of coming back.
He is in my prayers. Before I go, do you have any other gossip about the town?
Gossip?
Yes.
As in just
Rumors,
going...
hearsay, or juicy details.
Juicy details. I mean, I suppose I am part of the tea house, aren't I? Well, there is one thing that I really don't quite understand.
Yes, indulge me.
You know those red moons? I know the last one there was one fairly recently. The last one was 20 years ago. Actually, someone told me that's when Zorro's mother died. That's when he was born. But apparently, according to the elders at least, red moons are a bad omen. Bad things happen on the night of a red moon. Demons can touch our world. Something along those lines. But
when was the last red moon?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
The last red moon, nothing happened here. So I don't get what's so bad about the red moons. I mean, surely it's just a coincidence that Zorro's mother passed during childbirth, right?
Perhaps. Maybe there was some great evil that you can see with your eyes.
Again, I was very young. It's just these tales you hear. I mean, as children, we're told that there's demons and careful of what bargains you strike. But I just don't understand. If blood moons are so bad, why did nothing happen?
When was the last red moon? Do we know?
Yeah, you experienced one, so it was
It was when the
about a
meteor.
month and a half back.
It was when the meteor hit, wasn't it? So
Yeah, it was the night that Gruziel had a visitation from someone that took the Navarite off Gruziel. But you all saw the red moon, and then I think Gruziel told you about it afterwards.
Yeah, most likely.
But yeah, that was about a month and a half back, I think.
Okay, thank you. I think that's about all the information I can extract.
Thank you for coming. Again, relay my message if you do see Zorro, and please, he has had a rough growing up. I mean, it is lovely here, do not get me wrong, but he had it hard to not have anyone. There must have been a reason.
Yes, I agree. I'm sure the rest of the crew will find it within themselves to forgive him too, when the time is right. I'm sure we will see him again.
I hope I do. There are things I never got to say.
Well, if you'd like to write them down, I can pass them on if I ever.
These are
I'm more
words
likely
you
to meet
should-
him than you.
These are words you should speak in person.
Hmm.
But thank you, Tim. Okay. Is there anything else Tim would like to do?
No, I'll catch up with someone else when I get the chance.
Cool. I'm gonna say, after all that investigation walking around, Vaela and Alarias, you've just found the information you found. You are on the beach. There is, I don't know if I described it before, but on the beach, it's essentially surrounded by cliff rocks, but there's kind of like a stairwell of rocks along one side. It's like a singular passage up and down, basically. You can only get to the beach from there, but it's such a small beach, it's not like a massive trek. But are you leaving the beach, or are you staying on the beach?
I think the plan was to go see Zushi with the diary, I believe. I think.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if we want to give everyone the information before asking townfolk about what happened, because it's a bit dangerous to reveal that information to them. But
actually, no. I think that might have been the best thing. Actually, is to regroup and see what everyone's found out. So yeah,
Okay.
but that Vaela will try and sort of find everybody and sort of collate what people have initially found out.
is it a bit obvious if I just because messaging needs kind of like be able to point at them. I was thinking if we have like a flare going up, bone blade, assemble, using like an illusion or something in the sky.
I mean, yeah, if you do a flare, that's definitely going to be obvious. I would say with messaging, the island's not huge. You could get line of sight. It would be the distance you'd have to make up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 120 feet.
Yeah.
But again,
we can skip over that bit.
It's a smallish island, so it wouldn't take you much to make that distance as long as you had like a straight line.
Yeah. So we'll just call everyone sort of back to the center of, probably the center of the town or somewhere where it's quiet. Or where the tree is, because I think... Oh no, because Thingy's at the tree, isn't she?
Yeah.
Just somewhere quiet, even if it's like on the dock where the ship is, somewhere that there's no... none of them, really. None of the Kenshimans or whatever they are.
As you begin to ascend the stairs, you are met with a silhouette. The old man from the tea room, currently leaning on his staff. Say staff, more like a crutch. Crutch of a stick. And he just looks at you both and goes, "Well, did you find anything?"
Somewhat. I'm gonna meet up with the rest of the crew to collate our findings to something that we can hopefully give you something useful. No point giving you, only a piece of the puzzle if the others have all the rest. But it has been interesting.
Wise, very wise. It's good to hear such wisdom from such young folk. You seem familiar.
Oh? I've never...
Tell me,
Tell you what?
have you ever had a mother that decided to come here and left again?
Not to my knowledge. My parents were hardcore religious types. So
Emissaries?
Kind of.
Missionaries?
Well, they kind of stayed on the island a lot.
Missionaries.
I didn't really pay too much attention, to be honest. I was kind of pushed to one side to, studies and what have you. Following the religious teachings and what have you. But
And he just, his hand just comes up and he just very slowly just takes your face and squidges it. He just goes, "These cheeks look familiar to me, but I can't figure out why."
I got a very similar Haiss, I guess, to Artificer.
No, that's not it.
Ah.
My eyes don't deceive me. Ever. And he lets go. And then he looks at you, Alarias, and he goes, "Yes." Nope, don't know you.
No,
He just shrugs a...
I've been here before.
Although you do remind me of someone I used to play chess with. Do you play
I'm
chess?
wise. I'm a wise astute fellow. Of course I play chess.
Fantastic. I'll play you a game. Right now, I bring up my set.
Listen, we
Just
got places
plops
to be.
himself on the ground and brings out like this little fold-out table.
Ready to go.
And Alarias beats him in one go. Mage hand, easy.
He says to you, "Do you really think it that easy, boy?"
I mean, do we
This can be deceiving.
do we really have time for this? We need to kind of...
You always
no,
have
we don't.
time. He puts a hand up to you. You always have time to politely respect your elders.
Okay. Well, I can...
Vaela, I will catch up.
All right. Well,
You made the crew.
I'll go get everybody, and hopefully by then, this would have concluded.
Can you do a skill check for me? And we'll just make it plus your intelligence.
Cool.
Shame you're not proficient in like dragon chess or whatever it is. One the time that would actually come in handy.
Yeah, are you proficient in dragon chess?
How do you know?
It's in tools. It's in tools.
If you look at your
No,
it will be in your tools. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Umbra apparently is proficient in playing cards. Well, there you go.
play some poker.
Yeah.
That's 21.
What do you get?
21.
It's pretty good.
Checkmate, Sonny.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay. We've got an expert on our hands. Well, yeah, looks can definitely be deceiving.
Care to go again?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's go again.
Good boy.
No. That's a 9.
Oh. Well, just beat you again. You were a bit better that time, but I'm sorry, my boy, but you really are not that good at this. Did no one ever teach you how to play chess?
Listen, I've had a hard struggle, with memory loss. So These things come and go, these skills, but
Look how old I
I
am.
need to get it back.
Do you see these age spots? My memory's not as good as that, but it's strategy. It's not about memory. Play the player, not the game.
Or I could definitely work on my chess. It's been lovely, but I must go.
Oh, come now. One more game. I'll go easy on you.
No, no.
Suit yourself. You've served me some time. Very respectable indeed. I must ask, are you really thinking you can get much out of saving, finding out these little mysteries about our island?
Something terrible definitely happened here from the looks of that house. We always want to find the pieces, put it together, and find out the mystery, but yeah, I think it's worth solving.
Yes. Poor little Zorro. All alone. It's a good thing he had that friend of his.
What friend?
Chu. Our blacksmith. Did no one tell you about Chu?
No.
Young ones these days.
Whose shoe is he? He's still around?
Chu does our metalworks. He makes our swords. He was never particularly good at the fighting, poor Chu. But he knew how metal worked, and he knew it well. Made my cane. Kind of taps it on the ground. When he does, and he taps a rock, there's a slight hum. It's definitely not just wood in there.
Can we talk to this shoe? Is he still in the village?
He'll be at the blacksmith's. The forge, just over there. And he just points, and you can see like a hut with a smoking chimney, and it's a little bit more open. You can even see like the light, like the red light coming out from the openings.
Very good. Well, I will definitely talk to the shoe.
You should. You should talk to Shu.
Oh well. Thank you for the chests and the information.
Not a problem, young one. Get better at your chess game. Remember, the player, not the game.
Next time we meet, I'll beat you at chess. There's a deal.
I'd like to see you try.
Okay. I might take a beeline and talk to you.
Okay. Or I might as well skip to that because that might be more interesting. As you get there, it is very much you feel the heat kind of immediately as you come in, and Shu is in there, and Shu is a well-built, strong, and stocky human with black hair tied up in a bun, and he may not be able to fight the way of the sword, but you do not want to mess with him. It is looking at the kind of person that would flatten you in impressive succession, and the way he slams down his hammer, you wouldn't want to be under it. And you hear the clashing of metal against metal echoing out like the gong of like a gong, in fact.
Very good. Well, yeah, Alarias will go up to him, introduce himself.
Hello?
Zoo, is it?
Shu.
Zoo. Okay. Well met, my name is Alarias, part of the Boneblade crew. We've recently docked and do you have some time to talk?
Okay.
Well, you see, we know the same man, Zorro, and I'd like to maybe get your take on him. I hear you guys were close, and he was on my crew with Bloodbeard.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Prove how you know Zorro.
I don't know. I could probably relay some information our adventures. I probably got a journal passage somewhere.
What's he look like?
Green hair, 3 swords.
Yeah, that's
Sticks
my
out.
boy.
The greatest swordsman I've ever met.
That's fucking right. And he'll use my weapons to do it. That's my boy.
Very
Yeah,
well
what you want to
crafted.
know?
Well, listen, I went to the beach down, the house down on the beach, and
Ooh, it's ugly, right?
yeah, I was
Mm.
wondering if you know anything about what happened down there
Yeah,
related to
man,
Zoran.
we were like kids. It's not something that we particularly looked into. All I know is, I always said to Zoro, "You live in a dump. You should come live up with the rest of us." But he was pretty adamant about staying. I don't know why.
He never confided in you and of what happened.
No. All
No.
I know is he was pretty, he didn't want to say it, but he was lonely. Didn't like it. So I hung out with him. I mean, you know, kids are cruel. He didn't talk shit at me, so felt like better company. Just because I
Wow.
don't know the way of the sword like everyone else, fuckers, they would be nowhere without me. So now I make their weapons and I say, haha.
I can't call you swordsman without a sword. You make
Exactly.
the village, you protect it with
Yeah.
everything.
Chicken before egg, not possible.
Yeah. You keep this place going, and I respect that. Did Zoro ever, do you know why he left? Why he joined?
He
The
wanted to
pirates?
become the greatest swordsman. He heard about this guy. Fuck, what was his name? Haiss Suro. Right, yeah, Haiss Suro. Greatest fucking swordsman. He was like, well, I beat him, I'm the greatest, so I better go do that. And then he started training every day, and he was adamant on it, and then he was like, can you please sharpen my sword so they can cut through steel? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course I can. I'm the fucking best. I know these weapons inside and out. Have you got any swords? Do you need something sharpened?
I'm not too much of a hand-to-hand or sword-to-sword combat fighter. More of a magical
Whatever.
wizard. But what do you make the swords of to cut through steel?
It's my own personal technique.
No,
If I
you
told you,
undisclosed.
I'd have to kill you.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, we fucking don't.
Did Zoro ever hang around in different areas of the island? Ever explore?
He was always on the beach, really. Although he did go for a swim every so often. Zoro, not very good with directions. I once told him to go to the dojo. I said, go up, straight line to dojo. He ended up somewhere else entirely. Nearly fell off the side of the island. I don't fucking know what happened.
He took it very literally then, I
But
guess.
yeah, it's like how. Look, the guy's a great swordsman. Okay, he's very, devoted to his craft, and he really wants to be the best, and that's great and everything. And he's tough as fucking nails. I wouldn't want to fight him, but what a fucking moron when it came to directions. Okay, like I say, meet me at the docks, and then he's somewhere by the cherry tree. I don't get it. And then next time I'm like, oh, I'll see you in the dojo after you're done with your training. And someone tells me, oh, he's already left and he's somewhere down here on the down there on the beach. I just fucking moronic.
It's all that alcohol he's drinking.
Oh yeah, we got drunk on some sake. Fucking great. We had a personal supply. I think I've still got it somewhere. Hold on. You want to take a shot?
Why not? Why not?
Oh, good man, good man. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you, Alarias. He just necks it. He goes,
Get some sake. Oh, he's getting wrecked by this. That's a 4.
oh, it hits you. You nearly gag. Like it's bad. This is not just sake. This is like some homebrew shit. He's like, do you like it? I made it myself.
Yeah, that's some strong fucking stuff, man.
Good shit, right?
Jesus.
Oh,
That hits
you're
you like
going
a
to
brick.
get blackouts. That's what you take.
Yep. I will come to you for this. Okay. That's very good. Wow. We need some of that on our ship.
See, now that was always. I'm needed here. If someone else could take over the forge for me, I'd probably consider going and doing some exploring, traveling, really stretching that part of my life and seeing the world and everything. It sounds great, but, I can't beat the view here, and the people need me, and it's all very important and perfect.
Yeah, we can't take you away from the village, but if you ever want to join a crew, we're the best out there. You want a real adventure, help the world, see the world.
Hey, and
Blade's the
maybe I
place.
hang out with my buddy Zoro again, so that would be cool.
He might not be the man you once knew him to be.
The
Last
fuck
time
you
we saw
talking
him,
about?
well, last time we saw him, he was with the fleet. We don't know why.
Who the fuck are the fleet?
Ah, yeah, news around here doesn't travel. Well, the fleet are kind of the bad guys. They're not very nice. They come to seek out, kill all pirates,
I thought pirates were bad. Don't you thieve and
No?
pillage and
Nah,
fucking,
we're not
do
those
what you
kind of
want?
pirates. The fleet are
You're
the
not those
bad
kind of
guys.
pirates. Ah, heard that one before. Fucking last raid. We're not those kind of pirates. Then what do they do? Start cutting people down, burning villages? Fucking pricks. Okay? So if you turn out to be them, and he just takes out of nowhere from using just like a forge hammer, he takes out this great war hammer literally just from underneath and slams it on the table and just goes, "You'll find this in your face if you're that kind of prick."
Oh, if I'm that kind of pirate, you can kill me yourself. I wouldn't swing that way.
Points you
Trust me.
directly in the face, inches away from your nose. Deal.
At least I know I died quick. If it was you.
Oh, well, depends how much of a prick you are. If you're a nice, decent-ish prick, I make it quick.
Yeah.
Puts the hammer back down underneath. Yeah, okay. Maybe you are a different kind of pirate. Maybe you're more friendly. Maybe one day I don't need to carry on making weapons and everyone just starts sharpening their current ones. Depending on the situation, maybe I'll go somewhere else, but right now, probably not.
You don't have an apprentice or anything?
Fuck no.
No.
Are you seeing our numbers? Everyone wants the way of the sword. No one wants to be the fucking blacksmith. But without the blacksmith, where does the fucking swords come from? That's what I always say. Maybe one day.
Maybe. Well, it's been a pleasure. I'll leave you to it.
It has. And hey, I always like a new challenge. If any of your friends or anything do what they're gonna do and get in good with the sensei, I would be quite happy to build something new. I like to fuck around with designs and stuff, but, swords, pretty obsessed over here, so I can't really do anything else.
Very good, very good. Well, we could definitely do with kitting out our crew with some fine weaponry. So, I may be back.
Hey, if you've got the materials.
You're the man. Alright. Yeah, with that, he'll head back to the Bone Blade, to the dock.
So, Vaela, do you just go straight to the dock? How do you...
So she will be kind of trying to find everybody, calling everybody to sort of bring them all back.
Yeah, I feel like you'll find Tim very easily. You'll find Umbra, definitely. Staring at people and crew members.
Yeah.
I will quickly... Elizora, you'll get back to the tree with Temrin before that happens.
Do tell.
Can you have your bird roll a perception check for me.
That is a 13.
You do see her reach her arm in a couple more times, but she doesn't seem to get anything out.
Cool.
And then you arrive there with Temrin.
As I was telling you, Timber, it's like there's an illusion on here, and we need you to dispel it.
Right. Okay. You want me to dispel the tree?
Well, like, look, and Elizora will stick her staff through the hole. She knows where it is.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Dispel
Okay.
the illusion. We can see there's like a mechanism thing that we can't latch.
Okay. Ooh. I've done much magic with these hands. Let's see how this goes.
Look, just imagine they're your magic hands.
That's what I do. And actually, like, as he's doing it, you see kind of the mage hands hover over the other hands, like, as he's started to cast, and he just wipes from one hand to the other across, and then draws sigils in the air. And as the mage hands begin to dissipate, like, their energy is left as writing. And he does some sigils in the air, and then he just pushes it, and it goes down onto the seeming illusion. That's a good time for my dice to get stuck. And he does break the illusion. You see a hole. It's very dark in that hole. Do you have a dark vision?
Yes.
But I thought so. She's an elf, isn't so.
I am an Alarian elf. Thank you very much.
Just double check.
I have dark vision.
Okay, so as you look in, you can see there's like a kind of like a sundial, but it's multiple mechanized pieces. It seems clicked in a certain position. Whatever it is, it doesn't look like it comes out. It looks like rather you twist it into a certain position.
Alright, go on then. It looks like a twisted right on the pull.
What you all saying? I should just start twisting around and see what happens.
You're happy enough pulling. Let's try twisting.
I mean, and she sort of looks into it and looks at it. Okay. Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Counterclockwise.
Alright. Starts twisting it. You hear clicking. Very light clicking. It's quite loud, actually, being that it's deep in a hole. Okay, nothing happened. What do I do?
Try the other way.
Starts doing it the other way. Again, nothing's happening. I don't know what to do here. This is not my remit.
Alright, Tamron, do you want to take a poke in that kind of thing? Cause...
Yes, I will, excuse me. I'll take a look. There's a pattern on this sundial. Something to do with the suns.
The moons.
There's like a left, right, left, right, left, right, A, B, jump, start, push down, pull back up.
What? I don't know what the hell that is. Right. I think... Is there really no way we could get it out of the hole? It'd be really helpful if I could look at it.
Try. We're all here. Just give it a go.
Okay. Can someone give me some light or anything? Just a little bit close to the...
I got mind illusion.
I know I'm a wizard, but I do have to focus on what I'm doing. It's not as easy just to throw spells out and try to figure something out at the same time, as much as people think it is.
Can minor illusion give light?
Don't know if I can. Do an image.
It says the image can't. Where's it gone?
Can't create light.
Can't create light or sound or smell or any other sensory effects. So no.
Look at the other one. Again, that's not my kind of magic.
Oh, here. And she just gets out a torch. Like, Flint lights the torch and is just like, do you really not know how to do things without magic?
I can see in the dark. I don't need torches.
Yeah, whatever. Right. Sticks the torch in like next to the hole. He's like,
I can make a big fire. It's just the wrong size.
Do not make a big fire. By this
Well,
tree.
exactly. My point exactly. I don't want to make a big fire.
Temra's just like, shh. Just, can I have quiet, please? Starts staring into it deeply. Gets out his spellbook as well. Starts drawing patterns in there. You see, as he's drawing it out, he draws out the two suns, and he draws out below it a reflection, two moons. But the reflection isn't top down; it's diagonal. With it, there's a circular kind of curve joining up two of the moons and one sun, and on the other side is joining up two of the suns and one moon, and then there's a star in the center. I'm going to need some time with this. Do you want to tell the captain what we found, or?
Yeah, why not?
Great.
Anything you found that's worth you want me to relay for you?
Not really. Tales of folklore tales of demons and being good children. It's not really the best work. If I'm honest.
More than usual. It's fine. All right, I'll go and see what the captain wants.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Just hear him muttering. Maybe that comes. No, that's not there. That's not the pattern. What's the? And the last thing you hear is, "I need a key. What's the key? I need a key." And as you walk back, you do find Vaela. And I'm going to say, if everybody's ready, or if they don't want to do anything else, you can all meet up back at the dock. Did anyone want to do one last thing before they join back up?
Umbra was thinking of examining the paperclip, but he can also do it back at the ship.
You can do it now if you like.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm feeling kind of put out by the lack of willing recruits on this island. Umbra's just going to be kind of like sulking, and he's going to kind of remember the golden paperclip that he found earlier. Or sorry, it was given to him before, and he's just going to sort of take it out and examine it.
Okay. As you're examining it, you know how with like certain paper clips, you can kind of press them down to clip them in. Like there's a little curve, and you can bend it down to pucker it up or clip it down.
Yep.
While you're examining, you accidentally clip it down, and you just hear, "I was quite wondering when we would chat again."
Who is this? How are you speaking to me?
Don't remember me? Terrible shame. I remember you. Murderer?
What did I do again? I'm just trying to remember. I I poisoned the food, didn't I?
You poisoned the foods.
Yeah.
And no. Don't be alarmed. Quite impressed. It's good work. Smart thinking. Not just any kind of murderer. Scientific murderer.
Yes, it's so difficult to find someone who understands, but perhaps
all in the ability of exploration of the greater good.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
A fellow man of culture, I see.
I too am a scientist, my friend, an alchemist as well. I believe your surgery particularly is of interest to my supporter. I am in need of an assistant, a partner perhaps, highly dependent on your skill level, which I would have to elaborate on when meeting you properly. I need someone with a certain set of skills, and I believe you might have them. Could you be a darling and clip that paperclip to your coat?
One question. If I were to bring perhaps some live specimens back against their will, or would you have any issues with that?
Is it for science?
Always.
Then, my dear boy, I think you know my answer.
Umbra clips the thing onto him.
For a moment, Umbra, you are in starlit space. An empty void surrounds you. And then you are very quickly approaching this purple box. And there is a door, very regular door. And as you're approaching, the door slams open, you're shunted inside, and the door slams shut. And the being that you've met once before, pale skin, white hair, blackly well dressed. Good. You do listen to instruction. That's nice. Here's the deal. And he just brings his hands up like this, and as it does, the space you're in, that's just a small room, expands out into this massive, fabulous laboratory where chemicals are sitting in shelves. There is a workbench. There is many different things on the side. And it is quite impeccable and incredibly clean. And he says to you, "This is my workshop. I do whatever I want here. I have support. It very kindly allows me this space to do what I like and find what I want to find. And they are very interested to have more findings. In fact, I explained a little bit of what you were doing, and they were elated. I think you made a bit of an impression. You definitely did on me, and I think more of this work would be so wonderful to carry forward. Would you like to do more work like that?"
I'm just kind of like looking around, his head swiveling, like looking at every surface, taking it all in, bristling very slightly. Sort of
Take
excitement.
off the mask so you get a better view. We know who you are. You don't need to worry.
This mask. This is who I am. This is who I became. But
Oh, I'm very assured, but I do believe it would affect your vision with those glass pieces steaming up in your excitement.
Okay, yeah, I'll reach up and I'll take off the mask, and as I do, I'll revert to my full changeling self, all like slimy and so
There it is.
quivering. And
Hello, Umbra.
if you unleash me, if you allow me to continue my work, my glorious work unimpeded, I will give you wonders.
I have a bit of an offer. More that you work for us, do some of our requests, test a few experiments, and my dear supporter will get you what you want out of that book.
The book. I will I will need specimens, slaves, creatures to work upon.
No, don't worry. And he just brings up a hand, and out of the floor of this space, there is this creature, this hung over, half-living being of purple luminescence. And he just says, "This can support you in your day-to-day," and then he just pulls up another one, and another one, and another one. They are very similar to zombies in that sense of their capability. And he just says, "And I can make as many as you need."
Umbra's just like quivering, like all over his sort of gelatinous body.
And he just waves a hand up, and like there's a scroll of paper that appears, and a quill, and he just grabs it from the air, and he just says, "There is a contract with my supporter, an agreement of sorts. You cannot go against him, which is understandable, and you must attempt to fill out the tasks he requires, but I do believe they're all in your taste."
I feel like this guy might actually be the devil or something. But yeah, Umbra will take the contract. He'll extremely rapidly read through it. I mean, he's just basically checking, it's not something like impossible or ridiculous. And yeah, once he gets to the end, he will grasp the quill in like a half-formed hand and sign his name.
Very good.
The work can begin.
I believe now he could even speak to you. I'm not sure when, but he will probably ask you some next steps.
I will be ready. Just leave me in my lab, provide the things you promised, and I will fulfill each of these.
Merely suggest. When he first spoke to me, I was a little alarmed. I suggest you find somewhere to be private when you go back. He will know when you're alone. I look forward to seeing your work, Umbra. And he picks up your mask, places it on your face, and just gently pushes it, and you fly backwards through the door, through this starlit void, and then are shunted right back where you were before, with the golden paperclip slightly shimmering on your coat.
Very interesting. Okay, Umbra's like almost having difficulty like reverting to his form because he's kind of so excited by the potential, but he'll with some effort he'll manage to force himself back into his Kenku shape. Yeah, and then I think pretty much he's gonna try and go to his lab at some point and be alone and await contact.
Okay. Well, you're all back at the dock essentially.
Okay.
So I leave it up to you. What would you all like to say and do?
Right. So we've had a bit of time to do our investigations. Has anyone found anything of particular use to our investigation? Showing the book. We found
Alarias had the book.
Oh, did Alarias? I thought Vaela had the book. Not sure.
I thought Alarias
No,
was
I
the one
think
that
I've
could
got
read
it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
she'll motion to Alarias then and go, well, as we investigated the house on the beach that was under the effect of the red moon, and we've discovered that it's our the birthplace of our old crewmate as Zorro, where he was born, where his mother died in such said birth, and well, in this book, which details a lot of questionable material, would suggest that there was some kind of summoning, some sort of explosion that came from within.
Do you go to get the book, Alarias?
Well, he's got it with him. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't find it.
Of course.
Oh, is it the old man? Who freaking stole it? Yeah, he's just gonna empty out his pockets and just say, "Well, shit,
Book's
the
gone.
book is gone.
What do you mean the book is gone?
The demonic book is gone.
How?
I don't know who, what happened. I retrace my thought. No.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't leave
nothing.
you for that long, Alarias.
You can do a history check if you
You
like.
didn't bet it on your chess
Yeah.
games, did you?
Come on, I mean my memory's a lot better now. Can I like recollect these past hour? Alright, history check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 21.
21. The only people you got close to were Shu, the old man, and there may have been like a couple of people as you walked up, but not that many.
None of them really made physical contact with you, though, right?
Yeah, but like
You definitely didn't feel any of them make
Yeah,
any
yeah,
contact
yeah.
with you whatsoever.
okay, we've got a problem. Someone in this village could have a demonic book.
Right. Well, we know what the book looks like, right? It's this little black leathery book, right? I think that's what. I think that was right. Like a black leathery book.
Yeah, black leather.
We know that there was 3 pages worth of demon summoning circles, and one was used, but potentially for the birth of this Zorro. And as we know, it occurred on not the last red moon, but the one before it. Whether that's a coincidence or not, I don't know. Whether it was caused by the summoning, we don't know. But it's at least part of what we've got. Anyone else find anything of useful that could allude to anything?
What about a secret twisted thing under a tree? Timmerman's looking at it.
That's sounds promising.
There's like a deep dark cave back on the island, but not had a chance to look at that yet.
Could be linked. Could be
Anyone?
a little
Did anyone know about? Did you ask anyone on the island if they knew of this secret hole in the tree with the twisty thing?
No. Well, I asked, but they didn't know about it until I showed them, and then it's like, oh,
Well,
that's
that's
weird.
Well, that certainly sounds promising. A secret thing that even the residents of the island don't know could be quite a promising lead. How about you?
That's why Tamara's looking at it.
We might have to join him later, see how he's getting on. Tim, anything from your end?
Nothing special. I want to check out the graveyard still, naturally.
Naturally. Okay, Umbra.
But didn't we pick up in the last session months ago that the elder's hiding something from everyone, right?
The sensei.
Mm.
Yeah, the sensei is hiding the existence of something in his dojo.
Oh, that's in the dojo, so that's not necessarily related to the tree.
Possibly not.
Well, the dojo is going to be quite difficult to scope out without raising suspicion. At least with the tree, we've made it known that we found a secret thing. So I think it's within reason that we can investigate it. Snooping around their dojo might not go over so well. Unless we have reason to. Who knows? Whatever we find in this tree may point towards the dojo.
We could send the bird.
Can the bird turn into anything other than a bird? Is it like when I used to know Find Familiar at one point, you could be anything.
Yeah, you can do like a spider, can't you?
Potentially. I mean,
Snake.
But then it
I
depends.
can
But then
change mine.
the thing is, some people are very attached to their familiar being a very specific thing. So it depends. So it's very spellcaster dependent.
I'll have to ask Rot if they feel like having a different shape today.
Okay.
If they do, it'll take me in the best part of an hour, but we'll see what they say. Depends what they feel.
Because that
They're,
is
they're very used. They're very used to being a hawk. You see, it's a
Yeah,
They're
but they have to
they're very-
die to change their form.
No. Don't die.
Just wondering.
Yeah. It's just a swap. But they're a hawk a lot. They're an owl sometimes, but they're a hawk a lot, and they use that to look after us all. And I'm sure that's going to be a risk to us if we lose our eyes in the skies.
Well, couldn't you just summon it
You
again?
can use mine.
Oh, okay.
We can change my fish because we got 2 fine familiars.
Ah, yes, I forgot.
My guy's pretty relaxed.
I do
He's
forget.
pretty new on the job.
Yeah, I have forgotten about your little quipper.
Yeah. It took me a long time to actually realise I had it.
Yeah.
I just completely
Well,
forgot.
if your I
Yeah.
don't know if your quipper seems to have its own personality and needs and wants, but if they are so inclined, if they are willing to turn into whatever small a spider, I guess makes the most sense if that's a possibility.
Yep. I
Then
can
yeah.
make him into a spider.
Okay. Get them to scope that out in the meantime.
Yeah.
Umbra, did you find it? Oh, sorry, was there anything else, Tim? I'll take that as a no. Umbra.
Silence.
Umbra, did you find anything useful?
No, nothing at all.
Then how much trouble did you cause that we should know about?
No trouble, Captain. I was just minding my own business.
That's the bit that worries.
Boy,
That's the bit that worries me, Umbra.
No, Captain. I wouldn't lie to you.
Are you at least trying to help in this investigation, Umbra?
Oh, yes, Captain. I've been working my utmost.
But you don't have anything to report.
Nothing at all, my friend. Nothing at all.
You seem chirpy.
Who, me? No. Maybe, I'm just excited to be a part of this gathering.
Sure. Okay.
My mistake.
Well, I guess we can carry. Well, people, you can go your separate. We can carry on doing our investigation. I will relay as I said that I would do. I would relay with Zushi what we have found so far. After all, he may decide that we're not allowed to check the tree. So I will seek that he will, our blessing that his blessing that we can do so. We don't want to find out that it's some kind of sacred tree where, I don't know, the person who founded their village is buried under it or some ridiculousness.
Well, I was already there with the tea lady. She knew nothing about it.
Okay, that's reassuring. That's reassuring then.
Right.
But then
She's just as curious as we are.
that's fair. I've got to, to show our respect, I've got to at least, run it by him. But I suggest whoever wants to go investigate this tree. I mean, Elizora, you seem to be doing some of that. Don't know if Alarias or anyone else will be helpful in that situation.
Yeah, I can send my familiar down.
And then I don't know, Tim, Umbra, whatever you feel is, I don't know, whatever avenue. Tim, you said wanted to visit the graveyard. Umbra, just don't get in trouble.
It will be so.
Excellent. All right then. Everyone knows what they're doing, so dismissed. And so Vaela will head towards wherever Zushi is now. If she can't see him, then she'll
still be around the dojo.
Okay, then she'll head towards him.
Can I go with Tim for a moment?
Can. Tim available for chat?
Yes, I am. One sec.
Okay.
We'll say, Elizora, can you roll a perception check for your orc, please?
17.
She's still putting her arm into this hole.
Reaching further and further in. Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
It's Timmering this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Umbra will say, Tim, I have a gift for you.
Oh yes. How novel.
Tim, We've had our misunderstandings in the past, mainly from your side.
Tim's gonna hold his tongue.
But I've always thought that of all the people aboard this ship, that you were the most similar to me, and so I would like to give you this.
And Umbra just has a jade crystal of Joylif for some reason.
What? Yeah.
I'll just I will give that to Tim. And,
Does Tim remember the crystal, Arthur?
Oh yeah, you recognise it.
I think his eyes start glittering. He's just grasping at it.
Hey, how did you... I thought it was destroyed.
I just found it in my bag. Yeah, I guess some survived.
Thank you for keeping it safe for me all this time. You're a true friend.
Yes, well, I wanted to return it to you, the Joylif's most trusted disciple.
Tim,
Mhm.
as you hold this crystal, you feel empowered.
Ooh.
Interesting. I mean, he can't really by that much, but he stands up a little straighter, slightly resisting the weight of his massive shell.
Thank you, Umbra. I feel reinvigorated. This fills me with an undescribable joy for our future together.
Yes. I'm sure our paths will cross in the future, Tim.
What do you mean?
Well, we'll see each other shortly, won't we?
Yes, I suppose we will.
Yes. That's all I meant to. Until the next time.
Very well.
I think Tim claps Umbra on the back, sends him on his way.
Get like a sort of jelly-like recoil.
Yeah.
And Umbra will slink off to the dungeon.
Tim I think shouts after Umbra
I forgive you.
and waves his hand.
There was nothing to forgive, Tim.
Fucking love Umbra. Right. Tim, I'm going to say going to the graveyard because I'll do this very quickly. You quickly find that there's no specific graveyard. They burn the bodies here and let them float off in the wind with the cherry blossom.
So it's just like a ceremonial grounds kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking for shrines to either Zorro or Zorro's mother, or
There's only really like the beach, the hut on the beach, as kind of the only thing. Like the fact they haven't repaired it is to have a memory of what terrible thing happened there, so no one can
Gotcha.
forget her. Essentially, in that sense. Would you like to go to that one?
No, that's fine for now. I guess if I was going to investigate anywhere, it would be the like ceremonial burning site. But if you're looking for remains from years ago, there's probably not going to be anything there.
No, they're body burners.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, the wind takes the ashes.
I'll probably take a look at the beach next time then.
Okay, cool. I know Vaela was going back to the dojo. Elizora, were you going back to the tree? Okay. Alarias, where are you going?
I will come to the tree to help out.
Actually, I'm going to go to the tree as well.
Okay, you all go to the tree. Cool.
Yeah.
Apart from Vaela.
Interested.
And Umbra.
And Umbra. Okay. So, start with Vaela. Vaela, when you get to the dojo, as you enter, you find inside, as you go inside, you look for Zushi. You cannot immediately see him. And I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh my dear. Okay. Constitution saving. Okay, 16.
You feel a heavy thud in the back of your head, and it knocks you unconscious.
Lovely.
At least you didn't die.
Alarias, but you didn't die. Alarias, Elizora, and Tim. When you get to the tree, Inara and Temrin are not there. Umbra, when you find a quiet moment and place, you hear a voice. Welcome, young one, to my ember. I see great benefits from you. You are now affected by the withering one. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Very nice, very nice.
What has happened to Temrin and Inara? Who has knocked out Vaela? Who is the withering one talking to Umbra? Who is this? Who knows? Let's find out next time on Pirate Adventures.